Good afternoon. Thursday, 30th of April, 4 p.m. movement snack. Is the date stamp. Is this the one that you want? That you really, really want? If it is, please stay. If it's not and you're on catch up, you have the luxury of getting rid of this preamble if you don't want it. It's going to last about 4.5 minutes, so scroll on your slider and you can get straight to the snack. Or if you'd like to stick around to the preamble, pre-broadcast, broadcast, sometimes it can be quite amusing. It depends how funny the people arriving are. Let's start with the welcomes. Greece has arrived, Wales has arrived, Canada has arrived, Italy has arrived. Oh my goodness, we have a full-on international movement snack going on. Scotland's arrived. Oh my goodness, I think this is Penang in. It's, wow. Hello, Chloe. Am I right? I want to say Penang, Chloe. Have I got that right? I think, tell me, put me right. Dagenham is in. Greece, Italy, Canada, Dagenham, Wales, and I think Penang. I think. Come on everyone. We've got the sway, coordinated sway, weight transfer and stretch to go. Essex is in, Hove is in. It's a feast of locations. Somerset. Chichester. Hello, Chichester. I could probably wave to you from the window from here, Helen. Haven't to Chichester. Good afternoon, snackers. Adil, Cambridge is in. We've got all corners of the globe and the UK. North Devon. Hello, Beryl. Bradford-on-Avon, treble-barrelled names. Any other triple-barrelled names or treble-barrelled names? We could do a theme on that. Do you live in a double-barrelled name place? I live in Havant. Jane is here. Hello, Jane. Oh, excuse me, frog. Thank you for sending your movement snacker supporter pet pictures. That made me giggle today. Might have started another theme there. Carol from Kent, this is the one that she wants. Bedding plants in the rain. You probably got dirty feet. Get back and wipe them, please, before you come in. 1 minute, and then we're going to go on the movement snack. Check it in, Bex. Hello, Sue. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Come on, there's plenty of room. Bob's very quiet. I'm guessing he's still having buffering problems. Are you still buffering, Bob? Hello, Mike. Brighton. Jan from Brighton. I think that's Jan on Mike's sign-in. But Brighton's in. Bolton's in. Shrewsbury is in. Sunny Cornwall. Come on, there's loads more. There's loads of room at the back. Loads of room at the back. Deb in Wales is up for the last snack. We're going to do a 3, 2, 1 and then we're going to do it, I think. I think. Are you going to sit? Are you going to stand? Have you got some external support? Remember, we're going to do today some weight transfer, some weight shift. So you are going to need steady and stable support. Hello, Killaloo. Hello, Edinburgh. Emma Cameron is in the house. Hello, Emma, LLT colleague and friend. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley from Later Life Training, and we're so far into this mission, but it's never too late to join. Join in any time. You can watch up on catch up all the other 118 movement snacks, but the best one's going to happen right now. Building up my part. It's the 4 p.m. movement snack. That means this is our third 10 minutes of accumulative movement minutes in the bag today. We're all in the business of getting extra movement minutes over and above anything else you're doing. So let's get started with this one. It's our coordinated calm, sway and stretch snack. For this snack, you will need to decide, do you want to stand or are you in sit? And you may choose to switch between those positions throughout this 10 minutes. Please have a look at the movement, consider the balance requirements of it, and then decide if you want to stand with support or take a sit. Starting with our 1 minute-ish circulation boost. Upright standing, take hold of some support that's close to you and at the right height. Let's just start the steady walk on the spot. So this is the steady march, the steady walk that just serves to boost the circulation. Or if you've been racing around doing things, it could serve to bring the pulse rate down and restore a little bit of calm. This is the standing start position. Keep going if standing is your option. If seated was your option, it's the hip walk forward, lift away from the back of the chair, and in seated the options are to start the circ boost either from top end, i.e. the arms, or from the movements generated from ankles, feet and toes at the bottom end here. Bringing in arms together when you feel comfortable, and perhaps bringing the hands together might help with some coordination. It depends. Whether you're in stand or sit, here are the key checks for this movement, to optimise this movement. Lift through the posture here, so lengthening, getting longer, growing taller in this middle bit here. Opening the chest, more upright, more open. Strong, confident stand position, head looking forwards. Having considered that strong posture position, now have you got as much ankle, feet and toes activity as you can coming from the ankles. The knees are low, the pace is steady. Bringing in arms as and when you're ready, and then take a pause. Now at the end of that short period, that circulation boost, you should feel just the need to perhaps take a deeper breath, but to definitely feel something about that was different. You were more upright, you were more open, you were strong, steady, rhythmical and coordinated. Shouldn't be out of breath, shouldn't be breathless, shouldn't be tired, but you might start to feel that you're sagging in the middle, in sit or in stand. This is usual. As these muscles tire, we start to sag. If that happens, take a moment, take that period of rest, and then grow and open again. Okay, circ boost done. We're going to move into just a minute or so of weight transfer, coordination, slow movements. And let's just do a taster on that for everyone, because I saw some new names coming in. Stand tall or sit tall. Pick up some support. You can rest your hips if you want to, or keep the hand on. Let's just all take a steady raise and lower. This is slow as you like with the wrists. It's flowing movement. We can alternate the arms if you still want to use support, or if you're confident, we can take two. This is about a low, smooth, coordinated action on a lifted posture and a strong, steady support. That's either from the legs here, or it's from an upright sit position here. So this is one of our arm sequences that we've been doing. I'm going to take a leap of faith and say, right, let's ramp up the coordination challenge on that. Pick it up when you see it, have a look. We're going to take one hand to one shoulder and one hand to the opposite hip. Stand tall and then just have a think about, we're moving the hands around one space, one spot around that trunk. So we use the four corners of the trunk to coordinate opposite movements, and then over time they become more fluid and they all merge into ending up with two circles, different directions. That can be in sit or stand, all on this lifted open posture. If you have any thoughts or concerns about feeling unsteady during that, hips on a wall or on a fixed piece of furniture will allow this better freedom of movement for that. So that's something to think with regards to the arm movement, but we want something more from these coordinated movements in this session now. We want a little bit of weight transfer, a little bit of weight shift, because this is how the body works and operates through all activities of daily living. There's lots of stuff going on. So let's take, from this position, take the feet slightly off a step forward. For now, no arms, I just get this sway going. I shift forwards and back. There's a little knee bend, it's as small as you like. Remaining really tall and lifted in here, hand for support if you need. It's a shift forwards and back. Have a glance down, both my feet are on the floor and my knees just follow the direction of toes. In seated, it's the same position on feet. Lift and lengthen, and this is going to weight shift across the buttocks. Can you see? Here, so I've got this little bit of a hinge. I'm not leaning back, I'm just shifting forwards and coming back to upright. This one is going to challenge your balance. So if you want to try it in seated first, let's pick it up. So take the weight transfer, take the shift. Pick up the positions on opposite corners of the trunk and start to move around. And as and when, make them fluid. It might help, if you want to rehearse this, to have a little look in a mirror at yourself. Can you then, if you've mastered that, and I'm not suggesting you're going to master it in 3 minutes, then we need to take a change of forward foot and direction. I did that all in one hit then, but change the feet, pick back up, and then move round again. Or you may feel more confident just to take a single arm. Here you still have the weight transfer forwards and back with this circular arm movement across the front of the body. And these are all the integrated kind of complex movements that we need in daily life. In this 10 minutes here, we just do a little snippet just to see if it's something that you feel that you can enjoy, and it helps us really tune in and be mindful of posture, movement and weight transfer. All right, let's draw a line under the coordinated sway. Move on to the big stretch. And we'll start with the chest stretch today, I think. So in stand or sit, pick up your position. Lift and open the posture a little bit more than you normally do. And then we extend that round. So 2 hands come round, or one if you want to use support, just to rest here. Squeeze, it's like you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, keep the head forward, and we're looking just to hold that position. It's the same in sit. Maintain normal breathing here, but if that becomes kind of difficult or uncomfortable, we just come out of that, have a pause, have a breath, and move slowly in again. These stretches really help support upright postures, which directly relate to balance and everyday activities, and also our shoulder mobility and use of our upper body. Take a little pause if you need to. Let's move into the back of arm stretch here. We're going to add 2 stretches together here. The first one is the back of arm, so the elbow comes up, just to a point that's comfortable for you. I'm coming close so you can see. Head is still. That's the first position. Hold this position. You might want to support that also. I don't want your balance to be challenged at all during these stretches, so either lean so that you can remain upright or have a sit. Here's the second part of the stretch. If comfortable for you, you're going to take a reach directly up with an extra squeeze out of the side here just for a couple of seconds and support the arm down. If taking the arm that high is not for you or comfortable for any reason, you can take a supported position here and lift and squeeze and lift out of the ribs here and slowly release, or it could just be a reach forwards and slightly up to get the stretch down the side here, or it could just be leaning into the arm of the chair and squeezing out the side here. Let's do the other arm. So options again. There's the first part of the stretch position. This is the hold position. Head is still. Just take this as far as you comfortably can. You're not pushing, you're not forcing. Just supporting the arm in that stretch position. We're looking to improve the mobility around the shoulder here. And then after 8-12 seconds, if comfortable, go for the reach. But on the reach, arm stays slightly forwards, and it's just a couple of seconds lifting out the side. Can you see this movement here? And then the arm comes down. Have a release and relax. We can still get this stretch down the side, even if arms don't go high. And that really comes from supporting in the arm of the chair, taking a shift and lift out of the ribs just for a couple of seconds, and then repeating on the other side. It's different to our side bend in the morning. It's more of a shift out of the position here. Okay, have a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Steady march, take a little bit of a toe tap. If feet aren't an option in the chair, just take a little bit of movement. Take some more hip walks forward, and let's come down to our back of thigh stretch here. Leg out straight. Unless you know the standard option, everyone come to sit for this one. The foot is relaxed. By that I mean it's not tense or flexed. It might be more comfortable to have it to the floor, really depends on you. Here, just take the knee off the lock, and then here's the critical position. This area around here. If you're feeling squashed and a little bit squeezed, probably need a different position here in the pelvis, and it's literally shifting through, tilting the pelvis so that we feel that we're really high on the sit bones and you're as long as you can between the top of the hip and that rib. When we talk about lengthening and being taller, it's all about here. Once you do that, you may already have the sensation of stretch on the back of this leg, and if you have, you're in the right place. Hold it there. If you haven't, we keep this straight back position, we keep this lift, and we hinge forwards. Hinge, 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 and we just close this gap here, keeping the back straight. And I'm going to start to put this muscle here on stretch. Now it might take a while for you to feel your way around that. Shift the position of the pelvis and the knee and the foot. And we're looking to get it down the back of the leg here. You may find that you have more focus behind the knee or further up the leg. Depends on so many things. Slowly come out of that. Pick that leg up and just have a little release. Release, release, release. And the same on the other leg. Set up the position, release the foot, work through the checks, knees off the lock, lift out, shift that pelvic position, and then slow, 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 slow. Why are we doing this? Because we need to be able to get down to feet, ankles and socks. Just this. Unless you have a more specific reason or specific task. But in terms of everyday life, we want to be mobile and flexible so that we can do stuff easier and without concern. That's why we're here, holding this stretch. Slowly come out of that. Okay, good. Calves to finish then, calves to finish. If lower limb isn't an option for you, my suggestion would be to go back and to focus on all of the upper arm set and body that we've just done, if this calf stretch now is not going to be an option. In seated, straight leg, I say fairly simply, the aim is just to squeeze the toes back towards you and you'll get this stretch down here in the lower leg. If steady and confident in stand, the alternative is to take that in standing, support because I don't want your balance challenged, lift up tall through the posture as always, lengthen here in the middle, and then take a guided step, lowering the heel with control so that you can feel Is that stretch going to be too much? If it is, you can come in a little bit, or you might want to gauge to go back a little bit more. The heel is down, and then once I lift, I've got an extra stretch here in the front of the hip. So I've got 2 stretches for one. Back of the calf here and the hip. If you wanted to, with support on here, if you feel steady, you can take up another upward side just for a couple of seconds and come back out. Release it and turn. Set it up again with support. Take the step. Now feel, this is where our ankle mobility comes in as well. Ball of the foot, press the heel down, feel for the stretch. Lift up here, crowbar in an extra reach if you would like, or not, and then take a release. Those are all of our key stretches that we work through at the 4 p.m. snack. Feel free to go around again. If you haven't yet found that back of thigh stretch, it just takes time to really get that lift and shift, knees and toes, just kind of persevere with that. There's lots of variants that will dictate how we get that stretch to kind of work for us. So don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. All right, we're done for today at least. That's an extra 30 minutes in the benefits bag. We're back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Our morning movement snack focuses on mobility and firing up and charging up the day, getting us in the mood. All of these movements relate to everyday activities and life, and we're in the business of accumulating more minutes in the benefits bag. Thank you very much. Keep on moving, keep on crowbarring in, slow, no plonking, slow stand to sits, maybe a few more heel lifts that can go in. See you tomorrow.